Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. So my name is Lolo and I'm here again to put 1 or 2 cents down. So guys, it's very important that we're doing disclosures. So I made a video of disclosures that are important that you need to do. Then also I made another video of restitution, which is very important. Guys, this is what I have to say. When you live in a relationship, you need to live in a safe way as possible. And also, when you are done, when you're saying, oh, I'm done from this relationship, you can't be sending messages to your spouse, oh, I'm done from this relationship, and behind the scene you're saying something else. That is abuse. Okay, you can't also be sending messages like, oh, I'm going to divorce, and you're not divorcing. You're not, you can't start sending such things. Those things are considered to be emotional or maybe psychological abuse. Okay, so guys, there's a right way to leave a relationship. When you're done from a relationship, it is not proper for you to put hands on a woman. It's not proper for you to put the woman in harm's way so that she can get the message. It's not proper for you to start sharing things to justify your point. That's why you're leaving. You can leave in the best way by going to file for a divorce. Why am I saying this? A lot of times the society does not train especially men to understand that you can leave a relationship. All you need to do is to go file a divorce, and people feel that you have to go in a zigzag way to tell the world that your relationship is over. Again, it's not over till the court says it's over. So if the court is recommending things, you cannot do that recommendation in the absence of the other person. You cannot. That is the override of autonomy, and that can be criminal also. You need to be transparent while doing all your paperwork and everything you file. Why am I saying this? A lot of times when people come, especially those of us in diaspora, you think, oh, jumping from one relationship, oh, this relationship is not benefiting me again. The relationship that has benefited you since you got into it, suddenly you realize, oh, it's not going to benefit me, I have something better. That's fine, you have something better, but you got to do things properly. Okay, you got to do things in a proper manner. There is what you call bigamy. Bigamy is when you go into another full-blown relationship while you have a legal relationship on ground. This is the reason why we encourage men to say, you know what, you want to be a polygamist. Polygamy is not for every woman. Okay, you got to sit down and make those conversations. And it's simple. You want to have many women, it is okay. Solomon had lots of women and he was wise enough to manage them all. But what are we saying is the way and the manner you carry yourself and the approach that you give to it is very important. You want whatever decision you want to be. Tomorrow you want to be an atheist, you want to be a Muslim, you want to be a Christian, you want to belong to the LGBT, you want to be a polygamous, whatever you want to be, you should be able to sit and make those disclosures and say, this is the new path that I want to, and this is it for me. Again, it's very important that bigamy is also criminal, where you cannot be in two relationships at once. What does it mean? You cannot be legally married to two people at the same time. You got to end one relationship in the proper way, then start the new relationship. This is where I go into being a step parent. Being a step parent, having a legal relationship and claiming that someone is a step parent can be read to be intent of bigamy. Again, you want all other parties to stay at bay. Once you're done with your process, they can go ahead into any new relationship that they want. Guys, you don't want the person to start abusing your spouse. Those things can land you in jail, can be criminal, and it can also be termed as abuse. Okay, guys, we want to do the right thing the right way. And it's very important that when we have people in power of authority, that they are educating people on such things, that these are the right step to do, this is what to do. You're not using legal abuse, you're not using someone in power to gain advantage, to hurt or damage another person. Again, the court frowns on things like this, so we need to be careful. I had to educate myself. I keep educating myself because I want to be on the right path, doing the right thing. Again, guys, it is very important we are preaching about safety in relationship, emotional safety. When someone tells you things as a spouse or something, there are things that you need to keep, because explaining it to the world might be a lot. You know, explaining what transpired or how it led to that might be a lot and might be trauma for the person. Again, it is very important that we are looking out for genuine people. Very important that we are going into things with genuine intentions. The intention of just going into a relationship, it's not just for the gains of it, or the influence it brings you, or the status. You want to see that you genuinely care for the person. That is why and the reason you're going for that relationship. Again, guys, please don't do this. Don't abandon your family to be in a relationship, or place a relationship above your family. Again, it can be seen as abuse. Okay, it's very important that the first responsibility should go to where your first responsibility is. Again, I hope you all are making disclosures. You are not just sitting at the back of the burner, you know, waiting for everything to burn down, then throw accusation or excuses. You have to know the escalation of conflict. The escalation of conflict means that you are willing to take the bait to do what is right. You are the one initiating solutions to problem and not the one that is creating it. So when you talk about being the aggressor is not the only person punching. No. Okay, we are going to learn self-defense as women. Please learn self-defense. If someone punch your eye, please don't look at the person is going to better be ready for your self-defense. What am I saying, guys? That's just by the way. What am I saying, guys? There are proper ways to do things. If you don't know the proper way to do it, ask, okay? Don't override autonomy. Overriding autonomy is doing something behind the person's back without their approval, okay? Even if it's a note, if you are not communicating, giving a silent treatment can also be seen as abuse. Why is silent treatment abuse? Because the intent is to make the other person look bad. Okay, when you intentionally not communicate on things that are very important, it is so when there's an issue, for example, and you don't communicate it, then you wait for the person to make the mistake so you can use that mistake to justify yourself. That is being vindictive. We are not raising vindictive people in this generation. Guys, get in here. No, I'm saying no to being vindictive. You know, when you see something wrong, your initiative and you being a good citizen or person, a good human, means that you're going to step into the place and make it right. That is what makes you a good human, okay? So get in here. Silent treatment can be used as a weapon. Where you see the person is making the mistake and you are quiet because it benefits you, you can be held liable. When you see someone making a mistake, you can text the person and say, this thing can land you in trouble. There's nothing that stops you from doing that, okay? So guys, we need to preach about this, living relationship in a safe way and healthy way, you know. And if you want to go back, you did something wrong, you want to go back to that relationship, you have to be you have to be transparent. You have to be transparent about it. You can't go over the bridge. You have to admit. There'll be a lot of confession. You know, the Roman Catholic, in the Catholic Church, the priest would be in the closet, you know, for privacy. That's why they're in the closet, because they don't want to see the person confessing. If not, they would talk about it. So the priest give that privacy where you can make confession. So guys, we have to do it the right way. Please spread this word out there that there's a right way and there's a wrong way. We have to make this choice.